absolutely beautiful morning here. The sun is beating in through the window there. I actually had to put something up on the window to try and tone it down a bit, because it's so fantastic. It's stunning, lovely and calm. I had a lovely walk and everything this morning. I'm a small little bit on the raw side. We had a few beers last night, a few pints of Guinness and a couple of glasses of wine, and we kind of at an age now where, you know, that affects me. But all good, all good. I have a cup of coffee here given to me, so I hope you don't mind if I suck away the coffee as we talk. Just coming back on to you to say that I put up a few more things on eBay, and of course that's probably what these videos are going to be about for the first while anyway. Again, just to ask you, please, if you haven't already and you're watching this, it's free to hit the subscribe button, and you can come along and watch the journey. Come along on the journey. You can watch it anyway without subscribing, but you know, it'd be really nice if you subscribed. And if you hit the subscribe button, I actually don't think it doesn't even tell me who subscribes. I'm just saying your name won't pop up in front of me or anything. I have no idea who's subscribing, but just please do. It's free is what I'm saying, and it'll be a really nice thing to do. It will certainly help me, I think. And if you like the video, hit like, I think, as well. If you hit a like, that helps the video channel as well, as far as I know. I'm a fair bit of you know, a lot of that stuff goes over my head, but I do I'm doing the best I can, and I know that if you subscribe and hit the like button, it helps me. It helps me, and then we can make more and more content. Carry on from the last video. I'll just show you. I'm only up to, I have a few more to put up. We put up 10 the last video, and I'll show you now what I have. I won't keep the whole thing going 40 minutes now, because everybody gets fed up and tune out. So I'll show you what I put up since the last day. So I will. Right. I'll just show you this because you can hardly see the bag. I have 4 of these, and there's 4 of those, and they're new inside the bag. Game of Thrones. They're the official collector's models. They're hand painted models inside in the little box there, and there's 4 different ones. There obviously was a big collection. I don't know what was in the collection, 30 or 40 of them maybe. I have 4. This one, for instance, now is number 2. Now I've put up their brand new, unsold, unopened shop stock, and I'm not sure here. I know there's probably not here on those. Anyway, I've put them up on eBay.com, and I forgot now to put this up on the thing. I'll have to be putting this up when I talk to you. But I put them up on eBay.com, and I am asking. I put them up for 100 and. Oh, lads, where am I now? Oh, I'm sorry about this. Do you know something that's what happened now? If it has a bit of a 2 points of Guinness. What do we put them up for now? We're asking for those. Oh yeah, put them up for $155 US, and they're collectible pieces. There are people who collect this kind of stuff, if that's your thing. They're the real deal. I'm sure there's people who want to get the whole collection. So I've put up the 4 of them I have on eBay.com for $155 US. That'll probably bring it back to about €140. I know that the shipping for those is €53, and eBay take, I think I've promoted them, eBay take 20%. Oh, I don't know, I want how much out of them. I might have 50 or €60 out of the 4 when they sell, if they sell. That's the problem, you see. But anyway, that's that. Next thing then is, I put this up, look. That's a Vodafone. One of the very early mobile phones, brick phone. Obviously Motorola were back in the time, they were always the world, or this was the leader on the side of the Atlantic with those anyway. But this is a Vodafone version of it. It's got a lot of age and really nice condition. I have some of the Motorola ones, as you know, and you'll see them coming up as well as time goes on. But I put this up thinking that maybe if there's people out there who collect, you know, there are people who collect mobile phones. This is a rare enough one. They might not have this in their collection. It's an EB2602, and somebody who would be building a collection might hopefully lock onto that. Put that up on that's gone to ebay.com as well, and we're asking $230 US for that. The mats and that one, it's all stripped back when eBay take their money, and the postage to the States for that is €70. I'd probably end up with €80 or €90 for that. Small enough money, but this particular phone I don't think would be a very huge sought after item. So, you know, I bought a lot of that stuff to collect myself, and you know, I'm quite happy enough to let some of it go now. Next thing I put up, guys, was this. Look, actually, this is an old retro, or not retro, vintage Sanyo AM/FM personal radio. It's complete in the box, the whole thing. Lovely piece. I thought initially, first when I bought it, I suppose I won't say that I caught with it, but I thought it was new. It was not. And what they had done with it, oh lads, look, they left the battery, look at it, look, it's in mint condition, with the exception that somebody had left batteries in it, and the batteries compartment of course is corroded, which now renders it into spares or repairs. I mean, if it was working, it's actually worth a nice few dollars, but it's not, so I had to put it up as spares or repairs. That's actually a tip for somebody, you know, anybody who's got stuff that's, you know, like this, put away. God's sake, take the batteries out before you put them away, because they will be worth money down the line. Maybe not you, the next generation, or the person you can pass them on to will be able to sell them, make money, or even use them. But putting stuff away into wardrobes and boxes, letting batteries in it. I know we're all guilty of it, but it's oh God, from my point of view, from a collector or dealer's point of view, it is scandalous the amount of stuff I find. And you think it's in beautiful condition, you take the back off, the bloody batteries are corroded, like. Anyway, and like I say, I've been guilty of that myself. What did I put that up for? That's gone. I put that on eBay. That's just gone to the eBay.uk as far as I know. And where did I put it? Oh yeah. No, oh no, that's gone, yeah, £55 sterling is what I'm asking for that. And the postage and that is €26. Look, do the maths on that. eBay will take 15%. I'll have €20 for it, I suppose, and that's because it's spares or repairs. If it was working, you would have no problem. You'd pull €60–70 for that, you know, in profit. But that's the way it is. Okay, lot number 14 I'll just skip because I've come back to that. Lot number 15 that I put up that time was oh, this. Yeah, you see this. Okay, this is. No, I put this up. I put a big ticket on this because I have a few things that are kind of, I won't say. Yeah, they are in my own collection. I buy them because I want to have them myself. Now I've decided to sell stuff, but I'm not going to throw stuff away. This kind of stuff, I quite happily take a loss on other stuff, but I'll keep these things all day long. I just will. It's just part of me. It's in my DNA. I'll keep them as a collection. I'll keep them for the next generation, and kind of things I love having in my life. I'm hoping I can show this up to the camera now properly. This is a Players Gold Leaf Virginia tipped change bowl. Some people would call it an ashtray. It's not actually an ashtray, it's a change bowl or a tip bowl. But obviously used as an ashtray as well. But it's made, ceramic, made by Arklow Pottery. No, in Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland, obviously. No, when it comes to this kind of stuff, obviously the over in England or in Great Britain, they have their own potteries and stuff that are considered high end. But here in the Republic of Ireland, there's only for this kind of stuff. Well, there's two names actually. There's Carrigaline, there's Arklow, as far as I'm concerned. for this kind of stuff. I have some nice Carrigaline stuff as well. This is Arklow. Like my own father say, one word, my friend, Arklow. It's new in the it's 1950s. It was never ever used. You see what would happen inside in these pubs, these small little pubs. Even back then, people recognise the quality. They'd put that away like you'd put away the good ware. You know, the way people did at home long ago. It was put away into cabinets, wrapped up and put away, and never ever used, because it's too good to use in that sense, you know. But and that's it's lovely red band on it, beautiful gold. That's gold leaf look on the rim, and stamped up Arklow. Look inside it. Look, player's gold leaf. It's just, to me, that's I actually, the reason I'm selling this, I have a couple of them. I will be keeping the other one, because it's yeah, that's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that turns me on. But well, this wasn't. But that's the kind of stuff that rocks my boat. I've put that up on. We've put that on for the .com market, and I've put a price. This is delivered now to the United States, $130 for that. People will tell you that you get pub ashtrays and all the rest for 20 or 30 euro. You will, but you won't get that. I've put that up for $130. All it takes is somebody to recognise Arklow and know what they're buying, and that should and will sell. I won't have a whole pile out of it by the time eBay take their fees and it goes down along the line. I'd probably end up, got to save us maybe 50 euro out of that. Which, if I was selling that in the shop, I wouldn't let it out on my site for less than 60 or 70 euro. Okay, so that's that. Let them know. I'll put that away now, and then I'll see what's the next thing I want to show you. Oh yeah, we're sticking on ashtrays. You see, I do loads of that kind of stuff, pub stuff, and I'd be putting up, I won't be grouping stuff, but I have a lot of pub stuff, and then we have a lot of kind of, would you believe it, I have all religious paraphernalia, and I have a lot of vintage car stuff, brochures. I have Isle of Man, TT, vintage programs and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be spreading, I suppose we'll try and spread it out, spreading it wide, throw as much on it as we can. Like I said in the last video, we need at least 200 items on in our shop before we're actually, before you could say you have a shop, before you're trading. And sure, you'll be kind of half open, something would stick. But anyway, show you this look. I put up the 3Ds together, grouped 3Ds together, right? So I show them to you individually. Rotmans, that's an old ceramic, Rotmans ashtray, made in France, stamped underneath it. It's brand new old stock from the 1980s. And this came out of what was the Greyhound Barn Skull here, next door now, to me, the townhouse. This was originally back in the day, and this ashtray belonged to John Reedy. That's what I'm saying. But it's new. Again, John had these up in the attic. He never used them, and I ended up getting a box of 10 of these. And I think this could be the last one I have left. Maybe there's one more. I was thinking, well, I should have maybe kept one. And I've grouped the 3Ds together. That's Rotmans, 1980s. Silk-cut, the same thing. Made in France, Silk-cut purple. Anybody remember the Silk-cut purple? The lads are trying to get off the carols in the major go on the Silk-cut purple because it was lighter. And then about a month later they'll be back on the major. But again, made in France, brand new. That's 1980s, and that came out of the Greyhound Bar. So the two of them, and there's me. I like this a lot. B&H, look, Down Benson Hedges. This is complete with an Irish government warning: don't smoke if you want to stay healthy. This has been used. It's about 1970s. It's older than the other two. But it's a nice piece, a really nice piece. I've put the 3 of them, that came from the Greyhound Bar as well. I've put the 3 of them up there and delivered. This is .com. We are asking for these $180 US for the 3. Again, quite expensive for pub ashtrays. You can get them cheaper than that, I presume. But people that are building collections and want to get stuff and get rare ones, this is a rare one. The Rotmans, not so, and definitely not the Silk-cut. You can find them. But the Rotmans new would be hard got, of course, unused. But this is not, you won't get too many of these. No maker's mark under this. I don't know where it's made. $180 US I want for the 3 of them. I think I've promoted listing them. So what's that? Is $180 at €160? eBay takes 20%, so eBay takes 30, thereabouts, back to 130. If I'm going to ship these, it's going to cost me 60. Oh dear Lord, €70 for the 3 ashtrays. Look, it is what it is. You'd like more, but at the same time, sure, look, we have to work with what we have. And I'm happy enough because I've tons of that kind of stuff. I've a lot of drinks trays and stuff, rare stuff, you know. So, and we'll be putting that up as well. And if I say we'll be asking the money for it because we just have to, you know, and to be throwing it away. But at the same time, we have to try and sell it too, don't we? Oh yeah, I had 2 of these. Wait till I show you these though. I bought these, I got a notion I was going to try and get them going and stuff. I had a good few of these and some of them were working. When I bought them, I actually bought like a collection of them. They're 1960s portable radios, guys. There's 2 of them, so I'll take this one off the pouches. They're inside in their pouches. The one here, this is a Transwave Super 10 transistor. Could you imagine back in the day in the 60s with that? Could you hear floating on it, I suppose. They're medium wave, are they? Medium wave and long wave, yeah. But I suppose, you know, if you're in the right country and the right place, it's made in Hong Kong. One of them there it actually says genuine cowhide leather pouch. And this is a Gold Spot 8 transistor deluxe. This is the deluxe of the extravaganza model. They're so cool. They have the look. You know, now a few of them work. I didn't bother. You can rip them and you can get batteries and stuff if you go on Amazon in these places, I suppose. But it's got the look. You see, there was no point in putting it going around here because you wouldn't get any reception out of it anyway. And they actually have the jack and all, except for the earphones now. Yeah. Nice object. I'm selling the 2 of them. Again, collectors or anybody just wants a cool piece, something that's got the look. Do you know? If you're out and about, you know, it's just a cool thing, isn't it? You could have Spotify playing on your phone, right? And you could have this up to your ear out and about, you know, and how much fun you'd have with it. See the way my mind works. Put these up and I put them on .uk. Thought maybe they might sell there. That's £90 sterling for the 2, €26 shipping. £90 sterling, 15%, 90. Oh, my brain is gone. It's the alcohol. What's 80? So 75 pound. No, £90 sterling is €105 thereabouts, isn't it? And then we'll give eBay. Or I'll give them 20. I suppose they'll take the most, we'll bring it back to €85. And I'm asking, and 25 supposed to €60 for the 2 of them, €30 each. They have to be worth that. You know, I mean, if you wanted that specific model now, and I said to you, go out and get me a Transwave Super 10 transistor radio that was made in Hong Kong with genuine cowhide leather case. The chances are you would be gone a long time. In fact, we might never again meet because they're rare. They have to be. Don't know much about the electronics of these things, but I know enough to know they were simple. Enough old yokes or old diodes and a few things that way. And they could be put working. You know, they really could. And there's people out there that do small bit of soldering and stuff. Oh, if they could put another day into the week, I'd have a look at them myself. But at the moment, guys, I am really busy. In a good way. Don't get me wrong. Right. Now the 2 of them. The next thing then. Sorry, just keep jumping in and saying please subscribe, guys. If you're watching this and you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, costs nothing. And it means that it helps me. And hit the like button as well if you like it. And if you don't like it, hit the unlike button. And if you want to say something negative, just say it. There's comments there. If you want to say something positive, you could say that too. Oh, I know. Right. Oh yeah, this piece now. Bought this a while back. Just one of the bits I can't even remember where I bought it. Scooby-Doo. Shaggy. Scooby-Doo. Bought it because I liked it. It's from Hanna-Barbera. It's an original piece. It's that original piece of, what do they call it? A genuine piece. Genuine merchandising, whatever it's called. Classic Scooby-Doo characters cast in resin. Now that's Shaggy running. And it's dated and all. It's dated to 1999. 1999. Yeah, I thought it was 98. It's actually 1999. I have to change that in the title. Brand new inside in the box. Again, Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo. Who doesn't love Scooby-Doo? I mean, if you don't love Scooby-Doo, but you've got issues. Serious issues. Well, wasn't that? I mean, no matter how shit, no matter how poor, well, God knows it. No matter how poor no matter how shit your day in school was, you came home, you put on Scooby-Doo. Come on, that wouldn't cheer you up. You were beyond help. Collector's piece, $95 is the listing on that. Can't remember, I didn't even write down what it's costing me to post that. Won't be expensive. It'll cost €25 to get it to America. eBay will take their fees, and Eddie might have 20 or €25 out of it. I don't know if it sells. There you are. The next thing then I have, and I was fixing between about selling this. One of these here, look. I have 2 drinks trays. Old drinks trays, early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. First one, John Player king size. That's metal iron, wearing its age. By God, that has worked hard. Bits I like about this is that it's full of as you go around the inside. Oh no, sorry, it's down here on the bottom. I don't know where that was. Yeah, it's down here on the bottom. The Irish government warning. That makes it kind of. Oh yeah, sorry, it's around here. On the outside, loads of different Irish government warnings and stuff. Nice metal tray. It's got the look, it's got the age, it's worked hard its entire life. Could you imagine what that had to put up with? And then the drinks out. And now looking for a new home, so I've put that up on it with another one, and this is the one I was betwixt between about selling. I wasn't sure whether I was going to sell this or not. Major. The old Major cigarettes, 20 Major. I used to smoke Carol's and Major myself back in the day. And I have a Major exercise. I have a fierce graw for that stuff. And the thing about the Major stuff is ashtrays, jugs, trays. They're rare. Carol's you get a lot more of. But Major, they don't pop up very, very often at all. So I was going to keep it. And then I said, look, I put it up. It's got the Irish government one as well. And it's, God, lads, look, you see it has worked. Which I love, that's the bit I love about it. So I grouped the two of them together. There might be collectors out there. Put them up on ebay.com. And I did not put them up cheap because I'm not, again, I'm not in a hurry to sell for obvious reasons. But again, to a collector, see, I put $190 up on the two of those. If you have somebody out there that's collecting, somebody wants a nice thing, someone over in America that's locked into, of course, their roots back here in Ireland, who grew up here, who father smoked Major, who whatever, just there's so much people out there that connect to Major. I put that up there. I put the two of them up there for $190. I've promoted listings. eBay takes 20%. What's $190? €170. eBay takes 20%. eBay take 35. €135. Postage to. Sure, the postage is 55. That's not going. I'm not even. I'm getting small money for them, but anyway, it's all right. It's good. If they go, they go. Next thing now is the last. I think what I have to show you that I listed was. I have 3 of these. Who remembers the Troll dolls? Right now, these lads they're the originals. They copied them after time again. They're the originals by Dam, and they're the large trolls. They're about Are they 10 inches high? See a resemblance, anybody? spot the odd one out. And this fella, look, he doesn't have the tag, but they're all new. Like, they were just standing somewhere, a bit of dust and stuff on him. But he's a golfer. She. They're collectible. The troll dolls are lucky. They're Lucky Charms, by the way. Everybody's interested. And people that will collect them because they're vintage. I don't know what year they're old the 1980s or something. Troll by Dam, anybody know? I didn't do too much research into them, but I think I have a few more of them somewhere too if I could find them. Dig them out of a box. I have no idea, guys, what I paid for them. Can't remember even buying them hardly, but so I know we threw them up there for $190 and the postage is €60 for them. So by the time we come back and eBay take their charges and everything else, I might have €20 a dollar, something like that, which is they're worth. I mean, they have to be worth that. Again, they're not everybody's cup of tea, but I think they're nice, you know, and they are collectible and they're lucky. They're Lucky Charms. So anybody's looking for a bit of look out there. Right, one other thing I want to show you. Something I didn't know myself. Right. So he said, any get your gun. I put the 3 of these up on eBay.com. This is the 3 together. Or was it eBay UK? I think it was eBay UK actually. I put them up. If I put them on .com, I might get away with it. These are all very old vintage. I mean, I think that's somewhere around the 50s or the 60s. That's an old spud gun, right? Working. Firecat. Then this is the Lone Star. These would have been made in England. And this is a Lone Star cap firing spud gun. So the spud go in here, cap back here to fire, and I think the explosion blow out the spud. And this is working perfect as well. It's a little Gambler, it's called. I know I'm probably going too close to the camera. Gambler's wrote on it, Lone Star Gambler. Tiny little thing, they're tiny. And this one then, with the holster, and this is like brand new. This is the Lone Star Buckaroo, and of course that makes it, these collectible, it's made in England. That makes it very, you know, that's it. All these things are obviously, we know they're all made in China now. It's English made. It's quality, it's real quality. It's not like the Chinese stuff that's going to break after 5 minutes. This is real quality and it works like beautiful piece. Cap gun, bang, bang, bang. Complete with the sheriff holster. But anyway, put them up. Christ, they weren't up an hour, and the next thing, I got an email from eBay, and they fired a warning shot across my bow. Let me tell you, pardon the pun, and a fine warning shot. I'll read it to you there now. Do you see, it's something I didn't realise. I see those things as being harmless, and I'm sure you do too, most people. But and I understand why eBay are doing this now, but at the same time, like it said, 1 second now. Oh no, I don't know. Oh yeah, it says we had to remove your listing because it didn't follow our replica toy and prop firearms policy. Replica firearms, toys and prop guns are not allowed. The following items are not allowed: realistic cap guns, replica firearms and replica blaster kits. And what's allowed is a miniature gun lighter unless they appear to be full size. Now, I do understand that. I suppose in a way they have to, and where do you draw the line? They don't want replica guns and stuff up. But you see where I was coming from, I was checking these out, but I was on eBay.com, and eBay.com is full of them. But of course, eBay.com is America, where I presume different rules apply because it's almost compulsory over there to own a submachine gun. So I had to, I didn't realise you can't put this stuff up. As harmless as they are, little toys. They're little collector's things. So, yeah, I had to put them up, and I had good money and everything on them because they are worth money. Like, what did I have them up for? Well, I put the 3 of them up for £110 sterling. And I'm sure by the time I'd be done out of it, €20 each I'd have out of them. If there's anybody out there who collects this kind of stuff, you know, give me a shout, because you'll end up taking them to market now or something. But not everybody recognises the quality and recognises what they are, but the people that do. Right, that's those. And that's me done, I think. just to say thank you if you're watching this and if you're coming along with me. Right now, genuinely, I'm so busy at going up my shop across the road. I need to get all this stuff packed away and skewed because I haven't skewed it yet. I skewed the first thing, but not these, and then I have to dig out a load more stuff and photograph and blah 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 blah. It's a lot slower and tedious than I thought, but we'll keep going with it. I bought myself a little personal one of these little GoPro cameras as well. I'm gonna look like a right idiot with that now. For when I'm going off on the road trip on the end of May. We'll have 8 days, guys. We'll do all the antique fairs, we'll do markets, we'll do car boot sales, we'll do the whole shooting gallery, and I'll try and record as much of it as I can. Dealer friends and everything, and so all that will be exciting. But I bought a camera, I invested money in it. I don't know why I'm trying to do a little no return, but I'm trying to document it for myself because you know, you don't ever know when your last triple D. I suppose that's it really. I'll be back again into your face again. At the moment, there's nothing obviously sold since the first time we spoke. There's very few people looking at stuff. You know, you go on about you know, you think when you put it up on the World Wide Web, you're opening them, they say, oh, your market is millions and hundreds of millions of people and stuff. And sure, a lot of it too is maybe down to the fact that I know jack shit about analytics and all this kind of stuff and how to get things up high up and the thing. And that's a whole new market. And the problem is that if you engage, you have, obviously there's people who make a living with that, but you're to engage their services, that costs more money again, and when you're not even making money in the first place, it's very hard to pay somebody else. But like, I'll give you a perfect example. You know the Guinness Stout Vintage Penguin that I showed in the last video now, right? I can see here, since that went up, that's up now nearly a week. Since I made that video, 6 people have viewed it. 6 people in the entire world. And that's up on .com now, ebay.com. So 6 people have viewed it. Have actually just gone and looked at it. Do you remember the carols and the sweet afton cigarette advertising that I put up? And that's very rare. 11 people have viewed that. And that's only 11 people. And again, the 2 of those are what they call promoted listings, that I'm paying more money for them. 11 people, like, in the entire world. So look, I'm not down about it, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to give you an idea what I'm looking at here. It's not as if, oh my god, 100,000 people have viewed it in the last week or anything like that, because it's not. Some of the listings, no one at all, 0. Do you remember the 2 Force cars that I showed you? They were made in India. There's been no views. Nobody has viewed them. 0. Again, maybe an awful lot of that is down to me in the way I'm listing and stuff, and that's my thing. Is right, I could be putting everything up backwards. But anyway, so look, we persevere for a while and see what happens. That's it. Go on, I'll be back to you again one of these days and we'll talk.